Greetings, Gnagey family. It's Jeremy Roop, your commissioner, back with a wonderful update for the year. I wasn't able to provide a welcome to the bracket because I was in Zimbabwe, but my wife and I are home now, and we are down to the final four, so I thought I would provide a nice little update. I'd like you to first note my official Loyola Rambler shirt. You know, some people have really hopped on the bandwagon, but I would like this shirt to notify that fact that I've been rooting for Loyola, since forever. Back in 1963, I was rooting for their championship run. So this is nothing new for me, but it may be for some of you. Anyway, enough with that. A few more housekeeping things. This is what happens when you write on a board with a permanent marker. And so this is dimensions of our closet, which don't pertain at all to the bracket challenge. As you can see here, it is not important. So a couple other updates for the bracket. So this year was a really interesting year because the fact, I'm just going to do a brief summary of what happened, is this went pretty much according to plan. And it goes to plan when my mom nails everything because she always goes 1-2 all the way through. And she's got a really good side of the bracket here. But what happened over here was just pretty much utter destruction. And normally, if you have your champion be out the first round, which a lot of people did with Virginia, you have no shot at anything happening in the bracket challenge. However, this year, because of the 9 seeds coming out and Loyola and Michigan, there's actually, it did not hurt near as bad to have your champion lose early on because almost nobody got points from this side of the bracket here, which means almost all of the points towards the later half of the bracket have come from this side, which is why we're in the weird spot we are, where there's actually 2 people that don't have a champion picked from this side of the bracket that have a shot to win. So, without further ado, I'd like to run through some of the scenarios. Right now, Linda is in first place, and she has held on pretty well through the Sweet 16 and now the Elite 8 and now the Final 4. And so her way to victory lies with Loyola or Michigan and Kansas in the championship. So if Kansas beats Villanova, and then one of these 2 teams wins, then Linda is your champion. So she has 2 paths to victory. That's with Loyola winning and Michigan winning and Kansas making it to the championship. And then Sabine is sitting right on her heels, and she has a path to victory if Villanova beats Kansas but then loses again to Loyola or Michigan. So that's her path. So she has 2 chances to win. Again, with both of her chances riding on the champion coming from this side and Villanova winning this Final 4 matchup. And then Matt would be pulling the ultimate dark horse back from behind. I think he's down in the 14th or 15th spot right now. But if Kansas wins all the way through, he would catapult up to the number 1 spot, just beating out Linda by about 100 points. So we'd have a little inter-family rivalry there. And then if Villanova wins the whole thing, then Gnagey will win. And so that is her route to victory. So there's your brief analysis of the bracket. We look forward to seeing how the rest of the games shake out. Thankfully, there's been very little controversy this year. Jane Gnagey actually contacted me and let me know about the Duke thing. Unfortunately, her bracket did not submit at all to the challenge. And so there was no way to see any of her picks. And Duke lost anyway, so it turns out it's all for naught. And Simon had his issue, but he had Villanova, and he had Virginia, so he's out too. So anyway, that's all to say. It should be a very exciting run to the finale here. If Sabine wins, that will be the 3rd time we've had a not adult win the championship. So if you're rooting for that, if you're rooting for the young people, then Sabine's your choice. Linda is, as by her own account, is level-headed. And so if you want a level-headed champion, then Linda would be your choice. And if you're an Ashelman or rooting for the Ashelmans, then Gnagey's your choice. And Matt is the one lone wolf carrying the Kansas flag. So if Kansas is your rock chalk Jayhawk, then Matt's your guy. So anyway, we'll see how the games finish, and I'll provide an email update when everything's done. Enjoy the games, and that's it.